Today, I'm going to be interviewing the owner of this 1986 AE86 Toyota Corolla. And as you can see, it's got some really cool custom modifications that the owner's done to personalize this car to his taste. So we're going to find out all about this car, what makes it so special, and why he drives it. Let's go. We are here in Southern California, and we are with the owner of this awesome car. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Chris, and I'm the owner of a company called WheelSeek. I restore old Hondas, actually, so not even Toyotas, but it's a personal shop. I part out Hondas, I sell parts, I import parts, I build cars, a little bit of everything, just living the dream with that.
That's awesome, yeah. But this is the car we're doing today.
Yes.
And this is not a Honda. What is this?
This is a 1986 Toyota Corolla.
So I gotta ask, why do you drive this Corolla?
Oh man, because it's so rad. It's definitely one of the most nostalgic Japanese cars of its time. Most people in the scene know what an AE86 Corolla is.
Because isn't this the same one that was in Initial D?
That's right, this is an Initial D car. Not this exact one, but yes.
Yeah, and that's kind of what makes it so famous today, I'd say, right?
Oh, definitely. That Initial D definitely is what put this car on the map for the most part. And to this day, man, it's just such a sought after car, you know, for so many people.
Because normally when we think of a Toyota Corolla, we think of literally that. And this is considered a collector car that is actually kind of worth a decent amount of money, right?
Yeah, they have gotten a lot more valuable over the years, especially, you know, after COVID and everything like that. It's they're hard to get and in good shape too as well.
So how did you find this car? Because I don't see any rust on it.
Right, it's got its little fair share of rust. I actually found this car through a buddy of mine. His name is Curtis, and he kind of put me on the scene for a lot of stuff back in the day, and he was actually moving out of state, so he pretty much like sold me this car, and if I pretty much promised him if he ever came back, I'd probably sell it to him, but don't know if that's gonna happen. I hope it doesn't. But yeah, since I've had it for about I want to say 5 or 6 years, I've done a lot of restoration and upgrades to it.
Yeah, and I mean, before we get into the upgrades, the first thing I want to know, is this paint original or did you repaint it?
Well, so partially the paint is original. The fenders, front end parts are painted. Some of the quarter and body parts are original paint. You can see some rust. There's a bunch of touched up stuff. It is definitely not perfect, but the roof is original paint. It's got its fair share of sections, but you know, this car has been through it, man. It's a driver, and it hasn't been in a showroom any day of its life. It's been driven, so.
It looks 10 out of 10. Like, I love it. It's not too perfect that you never want to drive it, and I love the modification. So, starting with the hood, I think this is probably the most standout part. When I saw it, I was like, what is going on
Yeah,
here?
it's a rad hood. So, I don't remember the name of the company in Japan that makes the hood, but this is the same company that makes Tsuchiya's green carbon hood, the famous his famous 86 in Japan. This is a silver carbon that kind of faded out into yellow, so a lot of people think it's Kevlar.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I first saw it. I mean, right here you can kind of still see
the
silver that it was.
Even by like the sprayers and stuff like that. So it's a really rad finish, and about a year back, maybe more, I had it re-cleared just because the fading was getting pretty bad. Yeah.
So can someone still buy one of these? Do they still make these hoods?
Honestly, I don't.
Someone set off his car alarm. Anyways,
no worries. Honestly, I don't know if that company still makes these hoods. I will see if I can find the info for you to get you more information, but I'm not 100% sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So it might be a very hard part to get nowadays.
Yeah, for sure.
And my other favorite part, the wheels. What is going on right here? These are so sick.
Yeah, so they're SSR EXC fins. And obviously you don't see the fins underneath the discs, but these are SSR aero discs, and these were made to go over SSR wheels, fins, mesh, things like that. That's actually a center lock that goes onto a collar, and the disc screws on. So you know, back in the day, SSR probably made some of the best wheels in the 80s and 90s, and the discs were, you know, kind of based off of the old race car discs and things like that. You know, these are original finished discs. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
cool.
they're not restored or anything.
That's insane.
Yeah, and what's cool about these is like you take these off and you have a whole another wheel underneath.
Yeah.
You have a fin, and it's like rad. So I have a full set of them. I just kind of like mixing it up. And what's cool about these is you don't really see them very often in a 14-inch. Usually it's 15.
And then you've got different wheels on the back, right?
Yes,
here.
so these are Riversides. These are refinished Riversides. They're a really rare wheel these days. My buddy Mitch actually found these, and he's a big wheel nerd like me, so I'm kind of rocking them on this car. And one thing I'm really into is our wheels. That's what WheelSeek is, and I mean, I have a whole storage full of wheels, old JDM wheels, 80s, 90s, and that's kind of my passion. It was for a long time, and you know, it still is, but wheels are rad, man. There's so many cool stuff out there.
Well, actually, the way this interview even came about was Jimmy from Donut Media. You guys might know him. He is probably the biggest wheel nerd that I know. maybe you're bigger than him, and I just don't know. But he actually, I hit him up. I said, you know anyone in LA I can interview? And you were the guy he sent me to. So. Wheel nerds unite.
Yes, sir.
So what else have you done to this car? I see the mirrors on it don't look at all. I mean, these are...
Yeah, so these are Bomex mirrors. They're specifically made for the 86. They look cooler than you can see. You can't really see much out of them, but they're definitely a style I liked. So I went with those, and you know, Bomex has been around for a long time, so gives it a better look, more refined. The factory mirror is real square and kind of big, so it just gives it more of a rad look to me.
And then you've changed the bumpers on this car, or?
Yeah, so these are JDM. This is a JDM Zenki bumper. This is a Torino bumper. This is what you would have seen in Japan. That's an original Torino emblem, and yeah, so it's and then it's just the OEM lip that goes on the Zenki bumper.
Wow.
So it's a pretty cool setup for the front. It gives it a lot cleaner look.
Yeah, it looks mint. And then on the back, you've got a carbon trunk boot deck.
That's right, yeah. So this is actually like a one-of-one carbon trunk. This is made by, it was made by Seibon, and it was a prototype trunk that they made many, many years ago and never went through with making them, producing them. So yeah, so this is basically, the style is like TRD style molded into the trunk. And it's full carbon. It's pretty much, it's a one-of-one.
That's
literally
crazy. So how did you get this part?
This one, through my buddy that I bought the car from, he had it. So yeah, I was lucky enough to, you know, take ownership of it.
Yeah, and do you think you're ever gonna sort of let somebody else remake these parts? Or are they ever gonna do it?
I don't know. I mean, if someone asked me, I'd probably maybe consider it, but just someone would really have to want to do it. You know, wouldn't want to gatekeep it if somebody wanted it. But you know, I think it's cool to have a one-off trunk. So that's rad. That's
really cool. And then on the interior, have you done anything inside?
Yeah, so it used to be maroon interior. It's now converted to black. It's pretty crusty, but you know, one thing that's pretty uncommon is it has an uncracked dash, which they're usually really beat up.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's kind of a cool thing.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, so, and then I got a really rare TRD Nardi steering wheel. That's really hard to come by. Just uncommon these days. Just a single Brid RT seat, you know, just to enjoy the drive. And yeah, GTS front seat, and then JDM rear seats.
Wow. Yeah. Well, that's sick. And under the hood, what have you done?
Under the hood, well, it's a 4AG. So this car was originally a SR5, which comes with a carbureted single cam, but it's now got a 4AG blue top swap out of a MR2, which is basically the same as a GTS. Nothing special, pretty crusty under here. I still haven't gotten to do all the things I wanted to do, but I got a custom header made by Hemi Race in Ireland that's going to go on. Got to rebuild this because this motor is very smoky. Yeah. It's a burner, but it's so much fun to drive. I just haven't got around to do that yet.
That's awesome. Well, do you mind if we get a startup and go for a quick ride in it?
Sure, if you want to see it smoke.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Alrighty.
Well, that sounds pretty good. I've never been in one of these.
Yeah, they're pretty old. It's definitely an old Toyota, man. It feels nostalgic. I have an 86 4Runner, same year as this, and Same thing, man. It's just super rad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy you don't have a cracked dash. That's
Right?
insane. Wow. It's pretty clean in here.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Wow. Let me get my seatbelt on.
Sure.
And we will go for a little spin. So how much horsepower does this have?
Oof. I don't know what a 4AG has. I think they're like 110 horsepower. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe if that. Yeah.
It's probably a little bit for this car. It's pretty light, right?
It's pretty light, yeah. I'd say it does okay. It's not the slowest thing, but it ain't that fast.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we'll see. And these cars are rear-wheel drive?
They're rear-wheel drive, yeah. They're well known for drifting and road racing and things like that. But mainly these are known for being really good drift cars. They have a 50-50 weight distribution as well. Yeah.
Wow. Well, let's see what it's actually like
Cool.
to go for a ride in this.
Let's do it.
That's crazy. You swapped the interior yourself in this car, or
Yeah,
bought
yeah. I
it?
switched out a lot of the panels, things like that. It was all pretty. It was like mixed. My buddy had started the process, and then I finished it. But it was originally maroon, and it was pretty rough shape.
Yeah.
So now has good black interior in it.
Yeah, and I see what you mean about these
Yeah.
mirrors. They are very difficult to see out
Yeah. I'm definitely looking over my shoulder a lot. So.
of. Yeah. Well, it's pretty good visibility in this car, which is nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Where'd you find the dash for this thing?
My buddy found that, I believe, through a guy online years and years ago, and just got really lucky with that.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you don't find them like that anymore.
No. I love the Southern California weather out here.
It's nice, man. It's really hot during the day, but it's not bad any other time. Car's pretty loud.
Reminds me of my car. Reminds me of the Evo 2 replica.
Noisy, just fun, you know.
Yeah. And is some of that transmission sound?
That's it's the differential.
Okay.
Yeah, the bearing. It's pretty noisy, man. Everything in this car just makes noise, but still works great. I love driving it.
Yeah. I was gonna say that sound reminds me of like an Aston Martin Valkyrie.
It sounds like something crazy, right? No,
Yeah.
it's just a worn out bearing.
Sounds like a race car.
Rubs, makes noise, it's loud,
Yeah.
smokes, smells like oil. I love it.
So how often do you get to take this thing out?
I'd say recently, now that I got it registered again, I try to take it out at least, once every other week, maybe even more than that. Just depends how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
When it's really hot, not often because it does not have AC.
Yeah.
But it's fun to just jump in and even just go get some tea with it. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
And usually people get a kick out of seeing it. You don't really see these on the road anymore. They're just super cool. You know, people. You know what's funny is the younger generation never knows what this car is. They ask me if it's like something else. They don't. Most of the time, they don't even know it's an 86 Corolla.
Really?
Yeah, it's.
I'm not
hilarious.
that old. I'm only 22 and I feel like everybody knows what this is.
Right? That's what I would think too. You know.
Man, maybe that's just the kids here in SoCal.
Yeah, maybe the Gen Z kids don't really.
Yeah.
All of them at least don't know, but.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, I thought so too. I was at a tea place and he asked, what did he ask me? He asked me if it was like a Mustang or something.
What?
Yeah.
What kind of Mustang would this even be? Like a Mustang 2?
Yeah, like
I don't
who
even know.
knows, man. So I thought that was funny, but right away when I tell them, I just say, well, it's the initial D car, if you know what
Yeah.
that is, and most people do, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. That's shocking. I thought this
Yeah.
would have been like one of the most well-known Japanese sort of iconic cars from the old school era.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, I think for the most part, yes, but there's still those kids out there that they didn't grow up with cars. It's
Yeah.
like, as a car guy, it's like I grew up with cars, so I know cars that I've never even like owned just because I grew up with this stuff.
Yeah.
So, I think that's the cool part is like being a car person. Most car people know what an AE86 is.
Yeah.
So.
Well, for someone that wants to buy one, what are the sort of tips you would give them?
Well, they are definitely, just like anything old, are getting harder and harder to find parts for. So, just know that, just like anything, But you know, maybe look for one that doesn't have so much rust. If you have the budget, you know, look for a GTS. You know, this car originally was an SR5, how it started its life. It now has pretty much GTS everything on it. So you can do it in a budget where you buy SR5 and convert, or you can, you know, if you have the money, get a real GTS, and those are actually going to be worth more money, you know, later down the road and now, you know. So even though this is converted, it's worth great money. A real original GTS is definitely going to be worth the highest dollar in these cars.
Wow. Well, thank you for giving me a ride in this thing, sharing your project with us. And I hope when I come back to California, we can do some of your other cars.
Yeah, man, I got a lot of cool, rad stuff. This is one of the more simpler cars, so I definitely would love to show you more.
Yeah, well, thanks for watching, guys. What's your Instagram? They go follow you?
My personal Instagram is EFChris. And my shop Instagram is WheelSeek.
I'll put it up on the screen. Thank you guys for watching this video. Remember, never ever quit your dreams. I'll see you in the next video. God loves you.